The Supreme Court is back and
Yeah.
said that they rejected today an appeal by Ghislaine Maxwell to overturn her conviction. That means her only chance of getting out of prison is a pardon from you. Is that something you're...
Who are we talking about?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
I'm here with Ian Carroll, and Donald Trump was asked about a pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell, and here was his response.
Its term today, Mr. President.
Say it.
The Supreme Court is back and said
Yeah.
that they rejected today an appeal by Ghislaine Maxwell to overturn her conviction. That means her only chance of getting out of prison is a pardon from you. Is that something you're...
Who are we talking about?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
I like how he pretends not to recall her name.
Yeah, like, okay.
He does, however, remember her voluminous breasts. I'll tell you that. So here we go. Watch this.
You know, I haven't heard the name in so long. I can say this, that I'd have to take a look at it. I would have to take a look. Did they reject that?
She wanted to appeal her conviction.
And what happened?
They said that they were not going to hear her appeal.
I see. Well, I'll take a look at it.
Consider
I will
that.
speak to the DOJ. I wouldn't consider it or not consider it. I don't know anything about it. So, but I'll speak. I will speak to the
Why would she
DOJ.
be a candidate for clemency, sir?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to speak to the DOJ. I'll look at it. I have a lot of people have asked me for pardons. I call him Puff Daddy has asked me for a pardon.
But she was convicted of child sex trafficking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to take a look at it. I'd have to ask DOJ. I didn't know they rejected it. I didn't know she was even asking for it, frankly.
So he's going to take a look at it. You know, every photo of him with her, he's definitely taking a look at those photos.
Yep.
I wish people would stop reading more into Donald Trump looking into a pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell. He just believes in a woman's right to be the chief groomer and handler for Jeffrey Epstein. That's all, right?
Yeah, it was such an affront to everything that America stands for when we convicted the woman of a sex trafficking pedophile ring. And that's why she was in prison, because she went to court, had her day in court, and was proven guilty by a jury and was sentenced. And then a couple years later, there's the Epstein scandal, and the Trump administration just decided to interview her like several months ago and ask her what her side of the story was and publish it as though it was like evidence or something like that. When like the whole point of why she's in prison is because she is a convicted sex trafficker and she lied about all of her testimony. And then the DOJ just said, okay, give us all of your lying testimony all over again. And then they move her to a less secure prison and give her all these little special sweetheart treatments. And now they're floating this idea of a pardon because she just gave us the exact same lies that are provably lies all over again. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that someone would go to prison for sex trafficking who trafficked them to nobody.
Exactly. Yeah,
Right.
If only there was any evidence, if only there was any leads, any way to figure out who they might have been trafficking them to, let alone who was helping with the trafficking. I mean, I always try to point out that we know who the helpers were. Like, we know who the other assistants in the house were, like Leslie Groff, like Sarah Kellen. Those people are just walking around free, and they organized everything. They had the notes, they had the timeline, like the calendar. They know all sorts of stuff about who was involved. But then there's also the financing, like Leslie Wexner. There's Ehud Barak. There's just so many leads just sitting out there on the table. And they're very content to just pretend like they have no idea what happened and no way to investigate it further. And Cash has really burned his reputation to the ground on that one. One of the most striking and pathetic turnarounds we've ever seen in American politics, as far as I'm aware.
I haven't seen anything like that in my lifetime. It's stunning.
Yeah.
It's stunning. In fact, Mike McRae, our voice impressionist, did an impression of him. And it's our most liked comedy sketch in a long time. So people are going crazy over Kash Patel's ridiculousness. It's ridiculous. Nobody looks guiltier than that guy when he's such a bad liar.
He makes these crazy faces. His eyes are just like constantly. It's like either you just did an entire bag of blow, or there's something really wrong going on inside the head there, bro. Like it. we all had such high hopes for him, I think, because of how he went after the January 6th stuff and how he just seemed so anti-deep state and so ready to tell it like it was.
His
And
Russiagate
because he was saying
truth-telling.
release the Epstein files.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Real
he was good on Russiagate, and
Yep.
and then all of a sudden he gets to the position of power, and he just completely shits the bed.
Yeah.
October 19th, we'll be in Irvine, California. We'll be in Australia. Then we'll be in Burbank, California, the day after Thanksgiving, and then Pottstown, Pennsylvania, December 6th. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.